Aloha! Welcome to paradise. Hawai'i, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. Today we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rainbow Warriors will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. So Nevada's return man Hartley helped out the offense with that one. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will go to work for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sims. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Shager. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's McBride. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He locked up and held on to bring him down. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Hawai'i, 7, Nevada, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Lewis to throw. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
On to kick it away.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Hawai'i ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Nevada! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oregon State went scorched earth in a double-digit win. It might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Beavs in a statement win if there ever was one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Looking downfield, it's Shager. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On target over the middle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to kick off and start the second half. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Looking for a man. It's Shager. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you've got to be able to attack different thirds in the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Leaves it with the back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Oh, and it's picked off, threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating.
Touchdown, Hawaii! And that one will give them the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. Lewis wants to pass. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from... Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to move it through the air. A little release to the back. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Stopped after making the catch. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He'll just keep slinging it. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. They'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
So you think this is automatic? They need this one badly. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Middle Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro.
Makes the catch down the right side. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. And here comes the field goal unit. It is good! And now they take the lead. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.